Yeah. So I hope you guys are able to see my screen. You can just put yes or no in the chat window. No need of no raising the hand. Right. Okay. So before I get into the actual topic of today's session, like Power BI, I just want to introduce my organization and about myself, right? So basically, this training program is being conducted by ItCareer Path, which I am the founder and I'm the trainer of this ItCareer Path. So ItCareer Path has started in 2001 with a motto or with a to guide or to help the aspirants who wanted to move their career to IT industry, right? So there are few people who are working in non-IT, but they always have a dream of getting into IT sector, right? So we help or we guide those kind of people and the people who wanted to start their career in IT industry, right? Once after their graduation, if anyone want to start their career in IT industry, so we guide them how to do that and everything, right? So all our courses are 100% job guaranteed. We provide 100% placement assistance on all our training programs, whatever we are conducting. Okay. So we have a team of, I'm not exaggerating the situation, but we have a best trainers when you compare to the market. So all our trainers are well experienced in real time, and all the trainers what we have are 8+ experienced in their respective technologies, and our trainers are well specialized in the practical based trainings, right? So any of our training program is more than practical and less theoretical, right? So that you get some practical knowledge and you understand how the real time project works, right? And each and every training what we provide will be having case studies as well. Okay, so that you get case studies and projects, so that you get to know how real time industry works. Okay. Right. So this is about our team, and what the courses we offer is we offer business analysis, Scrum Master, and these both are certification oriented, business analysis and the Scrum Master training program. Beside this, we offer Tableau, software automation, which is Selenium plus Java, and Power BI. Okay. So why we have chosen only these courses is, these are the courses which can help you to move into the IT industry with very minimal coding knowledge. Okay. So business analyst and Scrum Master does not require any coding knowledge. Power BI and Tableau also does not require any coding knowledge, right? Java and Selenium needs a basic coding knowledge, but if you're a graduate, you can manage that as well, right? So we teach from basics in all of these technologies. Okay. So we follow a strategy, right? So this is the proven strategy what we follow, right? So once you get into our IT career path, you have entered into an ecosystem. Okay. So once you inquire about any course, then once you select a course, right, and you enroll, so you have to attend the daily live classes. Once the classes is done, we'll help you in the resume preparation and interview preparation, right? So this is a proven strategy what we follow in our IT career path to make you, to make you reach your goals, right? And these are some testimonials, of our previous batch participants. I can share the Facebook link in the group chat. You guys can go through the, testimonials, right? So this is about IT career path, and looking forward you to connect with this training program, right? So let me get into the training content of this topic, right? So this demo is conducted for Power BI. Okay, so we are conducting a training program on Power BI starting from February 1st. Okay, and this is a course content what I'm going to cover, or whatever we are going to cover in this training program, right? So I have Ishani, who is the trainer of who is the trainer of this Power BI. So I'll just unmute Ishani, so that she can answer your questions. Meanwhile, I'll also walk through the training program content. Okay. So we do this is basically advanced, basic plus advanced program, wherein you get some, starting with basic knowledge to the advance of Power BI, right? So I'll hand over to Ishani. Maybe Ishani will explain more clearly about this training program.
Hi everyone, Ishani this side. So basically, I would be the trainer for the Power BI. So before starting, I just need to introduce myself. So hi everyone, I'm Ishani, and I have like 7.5 years of experience in data analytics, and I have 6.5 years of experience training candidates on the technologies of Power BI, Alteryx, Tableau, Excel, SQL, all of these. So, yeah, apart from that, I do have versatile knowledge working on different domains. That's financial, audit, media, your banking, all of these. So, yeah, that's about me. So about this course, basically, if you see over here, Power BI is something which is like very used in market nowadays and is very helpful. So helpful in the sense why? Because it's first of all a free tool, and secondly, it's a Microsoft certified. So that's why industries are more engaging on this platform. If you see, coming to the prerequisites of it, like what is the downloads and everything, how you can download it. So basically, if you have Windows 7 and above, it is simply free software. So you don't need any licensing, anything. You can just simply download it from online by simple clicking. You can just go to Google, type download Power BI, and it will give you the downloads available for you. So that is about the downloading part. So anyone has any questions still here on the downloading or anything related to it?
And so if you have any questions, just raise your hand. I will unmute you. Okay.
Okay. If not, then moving forward, let me explain you what the course curriculum will look like. So basically, the uh, first 2-3 sessions will be basically on the introduction, where we'll be covering the business intelligence part. What are the stages of Power BI that are there, which are used in the business intelligence? Then, what are the Power BI use cases or various BI tools? The overview about the data visualization, about introductory part of Power BI, where what is Power BI, how it is developed, and everything of that part. These all will be covered in the first few sessions, including the architecture as well, wherein you will study how the architecture look like, how it connect the data with different data sources, and all of that. So that will be the first few sessions, like 2 to 3 sessions of this, which will cover up in the introductory, including the setup of it. Like step by step, I'll tell you how to set up the Power BI so that if anybody who is very new to it or who is non-technical, they can also have all the steps and they can easily go through the downloading of it. Then on the second one, which is the second module you see, wherein we study about the data extraction, that how from the different sources we extract the data, basically using the filters or maybe using your files or the different types of files. It's not just only Excel, but various files from which we extract our data and we get our data into the data sources. Also using by any of the connectors or maybe any of the databases, how we extract our data, how the data from one folder to the databases gets extracted. Everything we are going to cover up there. Then, coming on to the third module, which basically covers on the transformation. So basically, how you shape your data. Finally, when you're connected with the data, then the next stage that comes in is shaping the data. Shaping means like how you load your data, if you want to do any changes, if you want to transform anything, transform any columns, or make changes in the data or anything of that sort, then in that case, you do a data transformation, and those are done through here in the module 3. So while you understand what are the different data types and everything of that sort, maybe grouping the data, appending the data, applying some query steps, and all of these are basically handled, including learning of the hierarchies that are there in Power BI, then obviously the contextual columns, how to split the values, and all of these things. So I pause myself for a few seconds. If anybody has any questions till here, they can please raise their hands.
Or if you do not want to ask, raise your hand. You can put it in the Q&A. I will answer at the end of the session. I think you can continue, Ishani.
Okay. Then in the module 4, we are going to cover the thing that is DAX, which is our calculation parts, which people think that very tough, but it's not. Actually, there is a way how we can create some queries and how we can create some formulas, and we should understand that where in we should use the normal formula and where is the place we can use the DAX formulas. So that is something which is to be understandable, and that we learn on module 5. And finally in the module 4, and finally in the module 5, what we learn about is data visualization, where we finally visualize our data and we see all the formatting, shaping of the data, page navigations, everything that we do it over here. So these are the courses of till module 5 that we do, customizing the tooltip and all of it. That's what we cover in it. So these are some of the parts. Apart from that, I also share with you two projects. One is a mini project and one is a major project. Mini project will be like a small basic project where it will be a small case study that will be shared to you, on which you have to create some visuals out of it. So there will be different questions and a case study type of a scenario will be given, in which you have to, by reading, there will be some 4 5 questions. Based on that, you have to create a dashboard out of it. And finally, a major project that is being given after the completion of the course, and that project will have all the details, like it will be a sort of a clients kind of a data, wherein there will be given what is the requirement from the client, what all the client datas do, and everything of that sort. And based on that, you are going to create that dashboard on the requirement. But therein, the thing is that there will not be mentioned that what kind of a dashboard is the person looking for. You have to think by yourself, and hypothetically you have to decide if this graph should be created or that graph should be created. So that will be like finally at the end of the when we end up our session. At that way, we basically will be covering. I'll be sharing that project to you. So yeah, that will be there.
And that way of judging, right, which dashboard you have to finalize and everything, you will get it from the training program, right? So based out of all these modules, what Ishan is going to cover, you will be, at the end of the day, you will be able to judge what kind of dashboard is required, what kind of data, based on the data what is client is given, right? So that thinking capacity you will get out of this training program. Okay. And Ishani, I think there are 2 hands raised for questions. I'll just unmute Burnley.
Sure.
Yes, Burnley. You can unmute yourself and you can talk.
Okay, yeah. So the total training of all this, what's the duration? How many days or weeks or months it's gonna take?
Yep, I'll come there, right? Once we complete this content discussion, then I'll come to the duration, course content, training date and everything.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So I think Chantu Babu also have some question. Yeah. Chantu Babu, you can unmute yourself. Yeah. Jagdish, you can also unmute yourself and talk.
Are you able to hear me, Ishan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So we have in the market, we have many competitors to Power BI, right? So why we have to choose Power BI? And is it a good to learn for experienced professionals also.
Okay.
Yes, of course, it is. Yeah, we do have a lot of competitors of Power BI. Like we have other visualization tools as well. That's Tableau, ClickSense, ClickView. But obviously, Power BI is a good tool for the professional to learn because it is gaining market nowadays a lot. And the reason behind it, because first of all, it's a Microsoft product. And second thing is it's free of cost, like there is no license for it. Whereas in Tableau or other stuffs, you need a license. So that becomes tough for the industry to maintain. And secondly, it's quite more, in a way, more of a interactive than the Tableau in the sense like there are more charts available. For example, if I have to create a donut chart, that is straightforward available in Power BI. But if you want to create that in Tableau, so you can create that also, but then you have to create a lot of calculator fields and then you can able to do that.
Okay, but in Power BI we don't have any calculation formulas, nothing. So it's
We
a
do
drag and
have
drop
that.
or what?
It's a drag and drop, like the way it is with the other visualization tools. We can create the formulas as well. So there are formulas that can be created, but that is required whenever that is something which is required on some steps. Not every step would require a formula to be created, but some of them would require them.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you.
Um,
Jagdish, you can continue.
Yeah, almost the same question to me also. Yeah, actually, I'm also a experienced professional. I work for SAP. So, does this helpful for the SAP guys like SAP HANA also for reporting we'll use? So,
yes,
this I think I mean our project also I heard some Power BI is also using. So, does this helpful to SAP guys also?
yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Because it helps you to connect the data with SAP as well.
Yeah, actually, I'm hearing some. What are the generally we do the reports in SAP also. I mean, in the
Mhm.
Artlist side. So now that going for Power BI, we are not we are not allowed to do the reporting things. Most of are going for the Power BI only. That is the reason I'm asking. So that would be helpful for the SAP also, right?
Yeah, because what happens, see, if you talk about the higher management, okay,
Okay.
higher management doesn't understand the date. If you give them just a simple flat file, okay,
Yeah.
wherein there are numbers or columns written, and you ask them, okay, this is the data and this is what you have done. So they will not understand it that way. You have to be there to make them understand that this data is actually speaking. Similarly, they are not aware about the technology. So they are not bothered about the technology also. If you give them the SAP tool and you ask them to work on it, they will not understand it. They will need a guidance or something to make them understand. But in case of SAP, in case of Power BI, it becomes very easy. Why? Because in that case, what happens is basically it's like a visualization. So you have the visual in front of you. If let's say they want to study about what is the sales uh, that they had from 2017 till date. So you can just give them a simple graph wherein it will give you the visual of it. So that is much more easier to understand so that by seeing that graph only, they will determine, okay, from 2017 till date, what amount of profit they have made, what amount of loss they have made, right?
So the calculations under the reporting are done by, I mean, this is drag and drop or how the, do we need coding something behind that?
Calculations, no, we don't need coding. We need some basic formulas or some if else, that's it.
Mhm.
There is no such coding that is there. It's a code free language. So you don't need any coding or anything over
Okay. Okay, fine. Thank you.
there. No worries.
So Ishani, there is one more question. Uh,
Mhm.
about merging Tableau to Power BI. You give training about merging Tableau to Power BI. That is the question.
Merge Tableau to Power BI,
Hmm.
like combining both of them.
So I think that is question from V. I will V. Can you explain your question more on that? maybe Ishan will understand more if you talk.
Oh, paginated reports.
Yeah.
Yes, paginated reports are there, but that's a different, very different topics. I do cover that, but in this, it will not be. It is an advanced part actually.
So
Hello,
we
Vaibhav this. Hello,
yes, Vaibhav.
am I audible? My question is like in say बहुत सारी कंपनीज में जैसे कि ये रहता है जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन.
हम्म।
हेलो, तो
हाँ
उसमें
हाँ
लिखा रहता है आपको टैबलू टू पावर बीआई का मतलब कन्वर्जन आता है क्या? तो मोस्टली ये रहता है, तो वो है क्या इसमें ट्रेनिंग में?
टैबलू टू पावर बीआई का कन्वर्जन आपका क्या होता है? टैबलू टू पावर बीआई का कन्वर्जन होता है कि आप अगर टैबलू पे काम कर सकते हैं तो इट्स जस्ट दैट आप पावर बीआई पे भी काम कर सकते हैं, बिकॉज दोनों एक विजुअलाइजेशन टूल ही है।
नहीं, जैसे कि मेरा एक लास्ट वीक में एक इंटरव्यू था, तो उनका क्या था, टैबलू से वो मतलब मे बी कुछ इसका रहेगा, पेमेंट का इशू रहेगा, तो वो मर्ज होना चाहते हैं टैबलू से पावर बीआई में. तो उनको बहुत सारे प्रोजेक्ट मिल रहे टैबलू में, तो उनको कहना था कि हम लोग टैबलू से पावर बीआई मर्ज हो रहे हैं, तो वो कैसे कर सकते हैं?
हाँ, वो मर्ज मतलब क्या कर रहे हैं? मर्ज इन द सेंस कि वो टैबलू से ना बेसिकली आपका पावर बीआई में सारे विजुअल्स को क्रिएट कर रहे हैं दोबारा से, और कुछ नहीं।
ओके ओके.
मर्ज मतलब वही होता है, क्योंकि डायरेक्टली कभी वो मर्ज नहीं होता, दो अलग अलग प्लेटफॉर्म्स है, उनकी दो अलग अलग इंडिविजुअल फंक्शनैलिटीज है, तो वो वैसे मर्ज नहीं होते। मर्ज होने का मतलब ये होता है कि दे आर सेइंग कि हम लोग टैबलू पे काम कर रहे थे, बट कॉस्टिंग की वजह से अब हम वो पावर बीआई पे मूव कर रहे हैं, तो सारा जितना भी सब कुछ होता है वो इंटरफेस वहां चला जाता है, और फाइनली जो डैशबोर्ड आपने जैसे वहां बनाए थे, सिमिलरली आप उसको पावर बीआई पे रेप्लिकेट करते हो. दैट्स
यस यस. ओके, थैंक यू.
ऑल. एनी
वैसे
क्वेश्चंस
एसक्यूएल
बाय
का
एनीवन?
बेसिक क्या, एसक्यूएल का बेसिक इसमें कुछ ऐड रहेगा इस ट्रेनिंग में?
नहीं 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 नहीं,
ओके.
एसक्यूएल की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती है.
बट एक्चुअल डेटा वगैरह लेना पड़ेगा डाटाबेस से, तो कुछ तो क्यूरीज वगैरह जैसे कि इसमें.
बहुत बेसिक क्वेरीज लिखी जाती है, यहाँ से लिखी नहीं जाती, बिकॉज हम डायरेक्टली कनेक्ट करते हैं, तो हमें क्वेरीज की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती लिखने की.
ओके, थैंक यू.
When you connect with the SQL, you can directly extract the data from SQL to Power BI. So no need of writing queries again.
बट एक्चुअली पावर बीआई परफॉर्मेंस के लिए अगर हम लोग पर्टिकुलर क्यूरी लिखेंगे तो वो डेटा उतना ही फेच करेगा, अदरवाइज वो पूरा डेटा लेगा, वो भी कुछ है.
नो, यू कैन लिमिट दैट ना, आपके पास ऑप्शन होता है लिमिट करने के लिए, उसके लिए आपको क्वेरी लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है.
ओके, थैंक यू.
Any other questions? Yeah. So yes, Wadley, I will explain you. Okay, I'll ping you on WhatsApp. Any other question? Okay. So coming to the job opportunities, right? So when you compare to Tableau, Ishani can also correct me. I think Power BI has a lot of opportunities because as you know, Power BI is a Microsoft tool, right? Inbuilt tool, and it is a free of cost, right? Whereas Tableau, it's a paid application, right? One cannot use free. Okay, and
Correct.
Power BI is more user friendly than Tableau, right? And performance wise also, if you see, Power BI is more efficient than Tableau. Okay, and Tableau has many features, right? Power BI has many features, and Power BI can also connect with more databases than Tableau. Okay, so at any point of time, Power BI is the upper hand in data analytics side than Tableau. Okay, so you have many opportunities at Tableau as a Power BI as a fresher as well as experienced who want to transform their career. Okay, so anyone who is working in BPO or anyone who has some working experience, or if anyone want to start their career as a fresh in IT industry, right? So this is a very good option to start with the data analytics kind of stuff. Okay. Any questions on the course content or any questions on the training program? Apart from the date, time, and everything, I'll just tell you in some time now. Apart from that, any questions on the program?
So do we need everyday practice or these things for this actually? So after the class
See,
is something.
I'll tell you
I mean,
one.
in the sec-
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing. If you want to reach your goal, okay, if you want to learn perfectly each and everything, then you have to practice, right? See,
Oh, yeah.
even every day, at least you have to spend half an hour to 1 hour,
Okay.
to revise the cases or to revise the, small case studies what Ishan is going to give you after the topic. Right,
Okay.
that will give you confidence, right? Whenever you go
Yeah.
in interview or whenever you are doing that work in your organization, that will give you confidence. So practice is necessary.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah. So this training program is, again, 80% is our effort. Okay, 80% is our effort, and 20% commitment should come from your side to learn. Okay, so we cannot push each and every one of you to learn, practice, and everything. Right, that 20% of commitment should come from your side, and 80% of learnings, teaching, and everything we'll give you from our side. Okay, so right, when only when two hands meet, then a sound will come, right? Clap sound. So similarly here, whenever the trainee and trainer, coordinates and does the things up appropriately, then you'll get fruit. Okay. Any other questions on the training part? Okay. So if not, I think Ishani maybe off. Okay, I have one more question in the fees. Yeah, I'll come there, Vaibhav. So Ishani, I mean, if you want to drop, you can drop. I see you have, you're occupied in some other work. If you want to drop, you can.
Sure. Okay. Thank you. Thanks everyone. Thanks. Bye guys.
Thank you. Right. So let me, give you some information on this thing, right? Course, start date and everything. Okay. So we are planning to start, not planning, batch will start on February 1st. So you guys are able to see the notepad, right? Okay, February 1st batch will start, and timings would be 9:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. IST. Okay, daily 1 hour. This is the class timings, and duration would be 25 days plus project. Okay, so whenever you have any question on the project or whenever you have any doubts, you need clarifications or any of the case studies, you can always discuss on the WhatsApp. So we'll put all the enrolled participants in one group along with the trainer. You guys can discuss the questions, everything in that particular chat. Okay, and coming to fee is 8,000, which includes basics plus advance of Power BI plus resume. Okay, interview preparation. Okay, and mock interview. Okay, so these are included in 8,000 INR. Okay, this is a fee structure. Okay, anyone has any questions on this? And the classes would be Monday to Friday. Okay, does anyone have any things to add here, or do you want to know anything additional? Okay, so if you guys want to talk separately, about this training program, you can call me on my number. Anyways, I think you guys are in my WhatsApp group, but I'll just share my contact number over here, right? So this is my contact number, and okay, and this is my email ID, right? And one more thing I forgot to mention: placement assistance. Okay, so what we do regarding placement assistance is, so whenever we get any opening, Okay, whenever we get any opening in our circle, we do refer you guys, and I'll also keep posting the job placements. See, there are a few people who are here from my BA training program, right? So there I'll keep posting the daily openings in the business analyst group. So similarly, we'll be doing here as well. So we'll be keep posting the job openings, right, where you can go and apply, right? Maybe on the different platforms like Naukri, LinkedIn, or through our internal references, right? So we'll keep posting the job placements in the group whenever if you guys apply for the job, and if an interview is getting scheduled, we'll prepare for you for that particular interview. Okay. So I see there are 3 people raising hands. Just let me unmute. Yes, Amrita. Yes, Amrita, you can unmute.
Yeah, so you just answered my question about the interview and the job reference, like how will we know like there is an opening and how can we apply? So you
Okay.
just answered. So thank you for that.
Yeah. Right. So we have 80% of success rate. Okay. So we, 80% of our people who took training got placed, either placed or they have moved internally from one role to their respective role. Right. If you say business analyst or Scrum Master, right. So they have moved their role from one role to another role. Right. So training program, you can, you can be 100% confident that you will get the practical knowledge. Okay. So that is the commitment from our side. Any other questions? Yes, so we'll give you the daily recordings also you'll get. So daily live classes would be recorded, and I'll give you the access to the portal, okay, where you can access all the classes. Okay, so you not to fear of missing any of the class, right? You will get the recording of that particular class. Right. So one-time payment or installment, we can talk offline. Okay. I just forgot your name. It is mentioned just to be here. So, we can talk on the payment schedule or payment terms offline. Okay. I see. Yes, Varley.
Oh yeah, my internet was disturbing a little bit. How does the placement assistance work, please? Can you explain the placement assistant again?
What is that, Valerie? I did not understand your question.
Yeah, I'm talking about the last one which says placement assistance. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Right. So placement assistance, will keep posting the job openings in the WhatsApp group, right? You might be seeing my, business analyst references. So I keep posting them in my WhatsApp community, right? You might be seeing that. So similarly, we'll also do for Power BI. So whenever we get any job opening, we'll refer you guys. Okay. So not only in India, but participants from US and Canada can also, they also get some job openings, through any of the consultancies. Okay. And one more advantage here is
also the time. I know, maybe the time is already fixed. I was just asking if, because this time will be in the morning.
Correct. So this is
because
9:30 p.m.
I'll definitely be working.
Yeah, 9:30 p.m. IST is like 11 a.m. EST.
Yeah, it will be 10 a.m. that I'll usually be working. So anyway, I will be following the recordings.
Yeah. So when you compare to, why we are different from other trainers or training program or training institutes is, see, once you get trained and when you perform well, you'll also get some freelancing projects. Okay. So since we also accept this job support from other people, so, if any one of you are interested to work on that particular task, right? So I'll assign that particular task to you. Okay. And you'll also get paid for that, right? So it is not like you are working freely. You'll also get paid but that depends on the performance, how we are showing in the training program. Okay. So this is what we are different from other training programs or other training institutes. Okay, so I just forgot to mention that point here. Any other questions?
Not on my side.
Yeah. So since and this training program would be very limited, not more than 10 to 12, because we have to take the mock interviews and we have to prepare everyone for the interviews and resume preparation. We need to concentrate one-on-one. Okay. So if we have more participants in the batch, that would be problem for us, and it is very challenging for us as well to concentrate on everyone. So that is the reason we limit the batch only for 10 to 12 people per batch. Okay. So since the training program would start
Nice.
February 1st, right? So I would close the registrations on the 30th of January. Okay. So if any one of you are interested to enroll to this training program, you guys can ping me on my WhatsApp. We can take it further. Okay. So this is my WhatsApp number. I know you guys are in my WhatsApp group, but still, this is my WhatsApp number. Okay. So if you guys do not have any questions, then we'll wind up today. Right. And all the best for your future endeavors. Okay. Thanks, everyone.